I wasn't expecting company, but if you stay out of the shrubs and flower beds, you could stay.
Give them a wave, Pops, now that you've invited them in. We're two old guys who enjoy playing sandbox and survival games together. I'm Uncle Craig. Go ahead and sit down. Let's visit for a while. Hey, it's Uncle Craig. We're going to today take a look at a new salvage ship that I have. Got it from Airios on our server, and he did a fantastic job with it. Wasn't quite what I envisioned, but I really kind of like it. Now, what you're looking at right here, this is the ATS, the salvage edition of it, salvage class. Modified it a little bit to do salvage operations, but it has all the same defenses that maybe you've seen on other videos. Because even while you're doing salvage, you get enough going on here that a lot of NPCs, a lot of enemies start coming in the area. So anyway, we'll talk about that some more another time. This over here is what I refer to as Jaws. This is the ship that Airios put together for me. You can see he picked it up from all kinds of scrap that he had somewhere, so it fits perfectly with the motif. Here you got 4 cargo containers to handle all the scrap that ends up being chewed up, and because I have hydrogen tanks, with one hydrogen thruster that I don't really need very often, but they do give me the capability of draining the hydrogen tanks from ships before I scrap them. Let's see here. Not too much else to look at on this scrap heap here. But up here, where all the operations happen, the scrapping happens, we have our grinder bed. Now we've got a hinge here and here with a piston linked to another hinge right here, and the pistons are really what make the jaws open and close. This is the right hand side, and that's the left side over there. There's our helm, our bridge. And right here we have all the grinders. One set on one side, one on the other, and then one in the middle. It's really pretty simple. You have to get all the numbers in right and make sure you're treating the hinges and the pistons right and things like that. Looks like I have a broken conveyor there. I'm not sure why. I'll have to double check that later. Something not connected somewhere. But I'll look later for that. I'm not as concerned. Well, I should probably be concerned about it, but not too concerned about it at the moment. I think we'll still collect everything that we grind in. Alright, so let's get up here in the helm. I put rotary doors in myself. Came with a set of doors, and then I can also close the doors at my bridge here. So what I do here is I have on the button number 7, I have locks for the hinges, and that's if I need to move around, if I need to go a great distance, or I'm going to dock the thing. Locking those down helps keep them from getting damaged should something bump them or they get kind of wobbled around. So we'll unlock them for right now. 8, of course, is to turn the grinders on, and 9 is just simply for those 2 pistons that we looked at. And I either extend or retract both pistons. So the way I do this is I'll hit 9 and open the jaws up. Let's see, let's get aligned from here. Oops. Popped out of my chair there. Not here to, so let's get up on this ship here. I already pulled out using my, what I call my scrapper, and the mod for, it's called the advanced welding mod, I think it is. I detached things that I wanted to keep. And so I already did that. Now I'm just going to scrap this whole thing. Now I'm going to press, I got to remind myself, 8 for the grinders, and there the grinders are on. I'll go in with the jaws wide open, and then we'll clamp them down here, pressing 9. So now the pistons pull in, they retract, and you get your grinding done there. Now there's collectors up just underneath that front grinder, the grinder that's right on the front of the ship. There's some collectors there, so anything that gets dropped should be picked up by that. I made the ship stationary. I made it a static grid station before I started grinding it, so I wouldn't have to be chasing pieces of the ship that would get ground off. So there's the jaws grinding away the ship. Took one bite out of it. I'll hit number 9, come down, and I'll just drop down a level. Well, not too quick here, Craig. I haven't passed my operator certification yet, so don't tell anybody I'm operating this heavy equipment without certification. Don't tell the union. I found out that I need to not get too far ahead if there's pieces like that in the center, because then the grinders don't hit it. The one on the front doesn't hit it, and the ones that come in from each side don't hit it. So I need to be careful not to do that. Take another bite out of the ship. Open them up again. Drop down another level. Found out if I take bites out this way, one at a time, works better. You of course could expand the grinding array at some point, but for now I'm going to keep using it the way it is, just to make sure I really got the hang of it and what the consequences of the different parts of the design are. So any improvements I do would be based on experiences here. Yeah, so that's the scrapper. It's going to scrap everything down, load it up into those cargo containers, and then I'm going to connect down to the ATS, and it will load everything in, and it will disassemble it down to ingots, and that's my operation. I'll probably show other parts of this operation at different times, but for now I definitely wanted to show this project that Airios did, and the success of it, and what we do with it, and how it operates. So it's kind of fun.
Like, subscriber, get off my lawn.